Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Gilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and it's time for another Boomsday Project Decksperiment. This time around, we're going to be testing out a legendary card that I don't think has seen enough play, and that is Flark's Boom-Zooka, the legendary spell for Hunter. And I thought this one had some promise in the review season, and frankly, I still think it has some promise today, but you just have to build the deck to support it, and a deck that it makes sense for, and that's exactly the challenge we're going to tackle in this Decksperiment. So let's go ahead and jump into the deck creation process for a Flark's Boom-Zooka Hunter list. All right, guys, let's do this for real. I gotta get focusing on this deck a little bit because I want to build a Flark's Boom-Zooka deck. We don't have a whole ton of time left, so I kind of think this card's good, and I gave it a solid rating, if I remember right, or at least better than average, and because it's just an instant summoning of minions, and if they have death rattles, it can be a pretty big swing turn, I think. But I haven't really seen people utilize it very well yet. So the idea for me is big minions with great death rattles, right? Or not necessarily even big, just great death rattles, because you know your minions are going to die. If they're big, that's cool because you get to take trades. But even if they're small, as long as they can do something and then you get the big death rattle minions, that's pretty cool. And we've certainly already seen Death Rattle Hunter a thing, but the problem is, right, you probably can't use things like eggs, for instance, in this deck. Devilsaur Egg is not very good off of Flark's Boom-Zooka, because you don't care if your Devilsaur Egg trades into a minion. That's not going to help you swing the board or trade the board or whatever it might be. So that's not quite as helpful as things like, for instance, what I'm envisioning are cards like whereas Mechanical Whelp might be a cool card to run with Flark's Boom-Zooka, because the 2/2, although maybe it doesn't do a great job of clearing the board, when it dies, you're getting a really positive Death Rattle effect out of it. So a Death Rattle Hunter that's not maybe built like a traditional Death Rattle Hunter, but still does some cool stuff when it dies and trades off of your Flark's Boom-Zooka. Frankly, Silver Vanguard might be interesting as well. The problem with Silver Vanguard is you have to run other 8-cost minions in your deck. And if you do that, I'm not sure you're going to love the Death Rattle effects. But maybe you do, because maybe you run Splitting Fester. And by the way, I'm not saying that these are going to be the cards that actually make it into the deck. But maybe you run Splitting Fester. Maybe even Violet Worm isn't too bad. It's a beast. The Grubs might be a little problematic if you have other Death Rattles in the pool as well. But you could do it. And again, not saying this is going to be the final. We might just hang out. Now, what if you ran Mechathune? Is there ever a Flark's Boom-Zooka Mechathune deck? No, it'd be too hard because Mechathune would have to stay in your deck. It would be impossible. You couldn't really do that consistently. So, but the challenge too, right? If you want Flark's Boom-Zooka to work, you can't run a bunch of bad minions, because you want it to be consistent. You want to make sure you get good stuff out of your Flark's Boom-Zooka. So right now, for instance, I've got 9 super late game cards that really don't do anything. So do we need to run things like Katharina? It's pretty good with Violet Worm, but that's it right now. It's pretty good with Silver Vanguard. It's not bad off of Flark's. It's its own thing as well that's not too bad. Even Abominable Bowman is kind of good if you run like just Violet Worm. But if you run another beast that's not got a good death rattle, it's worse for Flark's. But you could run, for instance, Savannah Highmane and go into a beast package. And again, I'm not saying any of this is final. We're just talking through stuff right now. So you could do a package like this, for instance, where you cut these and you run beast death rattles with Savannah Highmane and Violet Worm. And then you also run Katharina and Bowman together. So if you summon Bowman and it dies, you might get a Savannah Highmane, for instance. You might get a Violet Worm. Katharina summons you Highmanes and Violet Worms. And then you have Whelps as well in the pool, which are fine. And you could still run Playdeads in this deck to make those good. You probably can't run Terror Scale Stalker, though, because you don't want Terror Scale Stalkers in your Boom-Zooka pool. That seems problematic. So I like this beast path a little bit, but what we have to do is we have to make sure we can contest the game before this without running minions that are particularly bad with Flark's Boom-Zooka. So I think what you have to do is build a supporting package here that probably runs a lot of secrets and spell-based minion generation. It's okay to put Animal Companion in the pool. It's still fine for your Bowman, I think. There's none of, like, Huffers off of Bowman would be fine. Leox are fine. That's not a big problem. So I think we need a good secret package here with Spellstones in particular. That's going to give us the early to mid game. That's going to help. A weapon is good too. Things like Eaglehorn Bow and Candle Shot. Hunter's Marks give us that. We're getting close to what looks like a good deck. Flanking Strikes we need. That's the 4-mana option. Is that enough? Like, that's 30 cards. We just hit 30 cards. Venomizer is cool off the first half of Boom-Zooka, but I don't know that we're going to need it to have poison, really. It's an interesting thing to bring up. Oh, never mind. No, it doesn't have Deathrattle. I was thinking of Spider Bomb. I don't think we need a Venomizer though, guys. It's the magnetic won't help much. It's going to come off of. It comes off of Boom-Zooka. It has poisonous. It kills something on a trade. But the thing is, right, when you do Boom-Zooka, they might have a 2 health minion and a 6 health minion and a 3 health minion. And the poisonous might hit the 2 health minion, for instance, and be wasted. It's not guaranteed to hit anything big. If you only have big high attack minions, or at least mostly big high attack minions, it's going to be a guaranteed clear on a lot of stuff. That said, is Mechanical Whelp actually a bit of a risk in this deck because it doesn't actually have high attack? Like, it's a 2 attack minion. Would it whiff on the trade a lot? That could be risky. I think so. Death Knight, yeah, we do want Rexar. Rexar is always good in this kind of deck. So I think we're going to cut the Whelps. I think that's okay. And just go for more of this, like, full-on beast package. So this is a bit reminiscent of the old Deathrattle Hunter we saw pre-egg in the last rotation, or last meta in Witchwood, before eggs started making the cut. This looks a bit like that, but instead of charging minions with, you know, King Crush and Charged Devilsaur, it's more about value on board minions. Is the Violet Worm good enough, I wonder? Because 7/1/1s aren't great. And if this dies first, does that mean all the 1/1 summon and then you don't get the other Deathrattles? I'm not sure, but I guess we'll learn. Seeping Oozling won't be great with Flark, so I don't think we can run it. It would otherwise be good. So, is this enough to contest? I think probably so. We're going to win some games just on Spellstone. Do I also need, like, a Deadly Shot or Kill Commands, or maybe like an Unleash the Hounds would be fine, probably? Could probably run an Unleash the Hounds. Not 100% convinced Play Dead is worth it, to be honest. The reason Play Dead's so good is because you can get it out pretty early with, like, Seeping Oozling. By the time, like, turn 8 or turn 9 comes around, I'm not sure Play Dead's going to be as relevant. Like, it's not going to be as sneaky. No Unleash. Oh, Unleash does bring back the Hounds for Bowman, doesn't it? Yeah, we probably don't want... I think Animal Companion is fine for that. You might be right that Unleash is too weak for that. I'm also thinking maybe Play Dead's not worth it. You're just never going to have that really early turn where it feels good. It's only going to happen like turn 7, turn 8, turn 9, and then, I don't know. Spider Bomb kind of makes sense, but I'm not really looking to guarantee the clear with the Boom-Zooka so much as make a big swing turn, and I think the high attack minions are still enough to swing. So we want non-minion cards that are like 3 or 4 mana, maybe even 1 mana. Arcane Shot's probably not worth it. Secret Plan's probably not too bad. Tracking is pretty good to get the Boom-Zooka, I guess. Tracking also just has a lot of value in general. It does throw away a lot of minions. How many minions do we have? We have 3, 5, 7. I think that's enough. That should be enough most of the time. I have 1 more card slot, though. I think 6 secrets is enough. It seems like. Could do something like Cybertech Chip. But the way that Flark's Boom-Zooka works, you wouldn't have time to cast it. We have Rexar for infinite value, so we really do probably want more of like a tempo card of some sort. Some kind of spell or weapon. Bomb Toss, no, it's not good enough. Flare's not really what we need. Snake Trap's probably not bad. Rat Trap's probably not too bad. What are we looking at? 4 and 5 are our weak spots right now. Dire Frenzy's kind of cool. We could shuffle some really big dudes into the deck for Flark's Boom-Zooka. Or just reload with like a... I like 1 Dire Frenzy as kind of a tech to give us extra value with like Rexar and make our Flark's Boom-Zooka good even super late in the game. I think that's nice. Let's try that. Like we could shuffle 3 high mains in there. Can you make Goblin Prank work here? I do think Goblin Prank's a cool card. I don't know if this is the deck for it, though, just because you can't cast it at the right time and stuff. But I think Goblin Prank has potential still. Shaw. The problem with Shaw is he's not good off of Boom-Zooka, I think. That's the only issue. So, I think I had some bits come through. Let's see if I can turn back on. Have the subs stopped? No, they're still going. Oh my god. Seriously? How are the subs still going? That is crazy. Scoopity Poop, thank you for the 69 bits, by the way. I think I missed those. Guppy Boys also dropped his own Twitch Prime sub. Binbroad Russia dropped a bit. Pie Monster dropped a bit. Tybic dropped 100 bits. He says it'll be interesting to see how these legendary spells interact with 4 more expansions coming out before they rotate. Yeah, you're right. Like, there's a lot of room left to play with this stuff. It's kind of crazy. Probably Odd Paladin. Eagle Horn Bow's okay. I'm looking for Explosive Traps, Candle Shots. Lightning Strike's fine too. It looks good. Wow, guys. Still rolling in the Zone Hawk subs. Absolute insanity. Thank you again, Zone Hawk, if you're still here, buddy. Totally nuts. 1,001 subs. Oh my god. So we did unlock an extra emote too, I just realized. Actually 2 extra emotes today. That is bonkers. The next emote goal though is 1,200. They crank up the rate. Used to, I would get a new emote every like 20 subs, and then 50 subs, and then 100 subs. Now I guess it's up to you gotta get 200 subs now every new emote. That's crazy. That's crazy. GG yesterday. I don't know exactly what that means, just a droid, but GG right back at you, man. And Zonehawk dropped the Regis K Wisdom. Yeah, I'm feeling particularly wise today. I was the guy on Twitter that gave you C4 Bomber art. Oh, yeah, cool. I was happy to send you the art, man. Yeah, the art's never a secret or anything. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. That's awesome. I mean, I don't really need to Explosive Trap yet. I think we can force it when there's a higher value thing out. But I don't have much of a turn is the problem. And I'm also going to maybe disrupt my Flanking Strike turn. We'll see. We'll see. Purifier's Maul also causes some problems with Explosive Trap potentially. Oh, dropping the Stonehill early. Okay. I might go ahead and Flanking Strike then. Might just kill a 1-1. Not a good Explosive Trap, so. We could also just do it on the Stonehill. It kind of reduces my damage output. It makes Explosive Trap better next turn, but it doesn't reduce the damage output for him in the future is the problem. Let's just do it, though. It's fine. Just to make sure this works. We could have also killed it, I guess, but since it's going to die to an Explosive Trap anyway, presumably, it might be better off to trap after that's dead. Your C4 in Photoshop is now my desktop wallpaper. Nice, dude. I'm happy to hear that. I thought it was pretty cool. I was kind of testing a thumbnail without words again. What do you guys think, by the way? Do you guys like words better on thumbnails or no words on YouTube thumbnails? I don't know. Do you think Black Owl Gunspire will have a comeback? It could. It's one of those cards that's not like inherently bad. It does the thing you like. So I always have a little bit of hope for those sorts of cards. This deck is not as fast as I thought. It's more of a mech Odd Paladin build, which is typically a little slower. Man, I did not think about stupid idiot whatchamacallit here. The craziness of a potential why can't I think of the name of the card? The 5 mana, give your Silverhand Recruits +2/+2. Did not really consider the implications of that. Let's just, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Zonehawk spent his life savings on subs. Well, I appreciate it. It's awfully nice of him. It's awfully nice of him. Violet Worm seems to have too much anti-synergy. Do you think so? Because the 1/1's in the pool for Bowman, or do you think just because the 1/1's getting summoned isn't that good? I'm kind of with you a little bit. I think there's a lot of risk with it. Oh, thank God. The question is, what do we replace it with, right? What other big Deathrattle beast is there that's better? I don't know. The other one does summon Murlocs. The Sated Threshodon could be an alternative. But it's also just kind of good with Katharina and stuff. I don't know. I'm not convinced it's terrible. I don't think it's great. But I'm not convinced it's terrible. Neutral tech's fine. That's going to give me a clear on that. That's good. Yeah, we're actually going to swing pretty hard this turn. Did that already attack? No, it had the Divine Shield still. If I'm him, I attack here. You don't want to give the Hunter the ability to, I don't know. Now I've got a good Hunter's Mark opportunity. I think High Main trade is still better, though. The High Main's really good to get out. I don't really care too much about his life. But the high main's good because of Abominable Bowman. Also, just an uncontested high main's really nice. He can go wide, though, and make the high main bad really quickly if he wants, so we're not out of the woods just yet. I think Odd Paladin's probably one of our worst matchups here, just because they can go so wide, it's hard for us to keep up. Zonehawk, don't leave us for second dinner. Oh my god, that's super funny. You beat me with Egg Pally. I randomly conceded because my hand was trash. Oh, we played a control, like, Egg Paladin. Oh, I actually remember the random concede. Yeah, it was on stream. Yeah. That was cool. Well, appreciate the concede. Sorry we ran over you. Sorry you had a bad hand, but thanks for playing. That was fun. I like words, but not if they hide your amazing Photoshop skills, bro. Words for sure. Don't care. Only words. I don't care. Words, no words. Level up is the name of the card. Thank you. Yes. What do you have lined up for Decksperiments? I have a list. I don't want to pull it up right now, but your notifications have caught up if you want to unmute them. Oh, sweet. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up, dude.
Expansions.
I'll send these.
Love the idea of Boom-Zooka.
I'll send these through again here. Hold up. Aha. We had a couple cheers I wanted to send through that got caught up after the craziness. Aha. Craziness of Zonehawk's gifted subs.
Welcome, boys.
Can we just race here? Like, I think we're just gonna race, right? I don't know, guys. Yeah, this is scary. I just don't have a good like play to make the problem.
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
2 months for the win. Love your content.
He can kill
You're
this.
just the first streamer, YouTuber I watched getting into HS.
Hey, thank you so much, man. That's really nice, real player, dude. Welcome back with the 2 months. Appreciate the kind words. Well on your way to your rare badge. And Dr. Dorian 610 also dropping the tier 1 sub. I hope that's your height, Dr. Dorian. I'd love to have a doctor that was 6 foot 10 inches tall. That'd be really funny. And Tybic, I'm gonna send. Actually, there's a couple of cheers first. Let me get through these. I think maybe this was the last one that didn't get read.
I always love your YouTube videos. I'm so hyped to be hanging out on streams now, PogChamp.
Thank you, Iggy, man. That's really nice. Also, this was one. It just says whiz bang, but I want to hear her say it, so that's okay. Whiz bang. I don't know why, but that was fun. Yeah, so this is what I mean about the wide board. Like, we just don't have good answers to this. And the taunt, of course, is really disrupting our... Oh! Okay. Interesting. So, I mean, this is always happening, I guess. Do I kill the Ziliacs first? Or not at all? Or do I try to let them do it? I guess I just let them do it, and then we see what happens, because we can always kill it after. There's no downside, right? So what do we want here? We want... I don't guess it actually matters. Let's just see what happens here. So this actually isn't going to do anything, right? Because I didn't have a beast yet. See, this is what I wondered. And we learned, if the worm comes out first, it summons all the 1/1s and prevents the other guys from summoning. In this particular instance, it actually wasn't that bad, because the bowman... Oh, the bowman did have a worm in the pool, though, maybe. Well, not if they died simultaneously. There's some interesting interactions there. So, the worm coming out first did cost us some 2/2s, but we only have 7 health. I'm assuming we're just gonna die. I don't actually think it matters. That doesn't have charge, though. Those are just 2 Ziliaxes. Well, that's a little more than a Ziliax, I guess I should say, but... Is he going face? Yeah, and I think that's right. We can't get through all this in time. Too many dudes. Yeah, an explosive trap might keep me alive for a turn. I mean, we're gonna try anyway, but... It looks like it's impossible to me. There's too many divine shields and stuff. Rexar also would be pretty good, though. I guess I could Hunter's Mark Rexar and actually make a really good play. Rexar might be enough to live. He's also popping the Divine Shield for me. That actually helps, too. I have less to get through now because that Divine Shield is popped. So, Rexar here would be insanely good. That's also good for me. because now I don't have to pop that Divine Shield. And I got another High Main back. Wow. Another Hunter's Mark as well. So I can clear the board, I just can't quite play a taunt. So I'm probably just dead to a weapon of some sort. I think I'll save this Hunter's Mark, right? We have a clear anyway, I think, so it shouldn't matter. We just go 1 for 1 across the board. And I guess we play Freezing Trap. To try to prevent like a Leroy or some shenanigan. And we're back to where we were like 5 turns ago. But we have 3 health instead of 20. That's the only big difference. So the Boom-Zooka turn was interesting. We learned a lot. Got a little unlucky, I guess, but ultimately still pretty cool. Raiders of the Lost Flark. That's right. Will you ever be playing WoW? Maybe someday. I'm not going to play in Battle for Azeroth. I want to, don't get me wrong. It looks awesome. I would love it. But I just don't have time right now. I don't have time right now. It would be great. Aw, man, if that was Wandering Monster, he'd be alive. That's sad. He doesn't know, so he's not sure yet, but... Tough game. I think we made a go of it, though.
Thanks for being a great content creator.
I think we made a go of it.
I always enjoy your videos. You are the most entertaining HS streamer.
Hey, thank you, Shield, dude. That's really nice. I appreciate the 100 bits. You've been really kind today, dude. I appreciate it. All the way from Germany, too. That's awesome. Lots of bits dropped. I think we take out the worm. I'm still not convinced it's wrong. Just because, you know, we had to get the worm. It had to be in the wrong order for it to be bad there. Otherwise, it was actually sort of okay. All the 1/1s were good. If you think about it, it's like it's summoning 7/7 in stats, potentially. It's not as good as, like, high mains. Like, yeah, I would rather run 4 high mains. But I need some minions. So I guess the question is there an alternative?
Happy birthday, Regis.
That's
Just play it off like I'm crazy. They won't know it's your actual birthday. Closing parenthesis.
NPH, Neil Patrick Harris in the chat, guys. If you don't know, that's literally the real Neil Patrick Harris's account. I met him one time, like, I don't know what, it's been like, I don't know, it was like the 2nd season of How I Met Your Mother, so whenever that was, like 2006 or something. He was in town to speak at my college graduation. We like bumped into each other.
I don't know what to say,
we
so
became...
I just write some pointless things. By the way, did you know reindeer like to eat bananas?
I did not know that. That's definitely a pointless thing. Thank you, Just Anthony. That's awfully nice. So anyway, Neil Patrick came to speak at my college graduation. And he was eating at this diner at my college town. Bumped into him. Told him I was a big fan of How I Met Your Mother. And I used to watch Doogie Howser.
I want to hear her try to say my name.
So...
Scoopity poop.
We've had just this kind of, you know, like casual long-distance friendship thing going on literally ever since. We exchanged numbers. So that's 2 celebrities I know. Him and William Hung is the other one that I met just a couple weeks ago. But anyway, he hops in chat. He gives me bits. He says funny things all the time. It's pretty funny. So Neil Patrick Harris, Hero 01, NPH Hero 01. And he says, "Happy birthday, Regis. Play it off like I'm crazy. They won't know it's your actual birthday." And by the way, let's do a show of hands, okay, everybody? I want a show of hands. Who thought the Neil Patrick Harris story was real? Go ahead and fess up. Who thought the Neil Patrick Harris story was real? I want to hear. Admit it. I need to know how good of a liar I am.
Hey, happy birthday. Is this Neil Patrick Harris thing a tangent story like the one where Hans Grubenfeld's story was?
It is indeed a tangent story like the Hans Rubenfeld, and it is indeed just as fake as the Hans Rubenfeld story as well. Not a real story, guys, for anybody wondering. 100% a fake story. I'm just testing my limits here on what I can achieve and how convincing I can be. So anyway, MPH Hero, dude, thank you for the 500 bits. It is not really my birthday, but I think that's a good joke. Well executed indeed. It's like a catch-22 kind of cheer. Super funny. Okay, so we play into the Rexar here pretty nicely, actually. And I think that means we're ahead. He's going to have less to do now. We need some lifesteal off the Rexar eventually, I guess, but I think we're in a good spot.
Rubenfeld. Lol. P.S. Did you do the one drop fan cards video?
Not yet, David has a look. No, man, it's still coming. I still got a lot of cards to review, but I'll have some time. I'm gonna do it on airplane, I think, soon. I mean, I'm not flying anywhere. What am I talking about? No, I have some traveling soon. I'm gonna try to do it on an airplane.
No,
so.
now you're lying. Happy birthday, Regis.
Tyvik, thank you for the 100 bits. David Haslock, thank you for the 200 bits. And the good reference to Hans Rubenfeld. We haven't seen old buddy.
Old and legendary.
Guess I'm not a celebrity.
Holy Ben Brode. Oh my god, you're right. I know 3 celebrities. What am I thinking? How could I possibly forget Holy Ben Brode? Wow, that's rude. You're absolutely right. That's super rude. This doesn't have anything inside of it. Oh, I should have always built a beasted first, but I like that turn regardless. We're gonna get something big, so I wasn't anticipating playing it. I do like Cave Hydra can be pretty good with like a rush or lifesteal dude. Even just lifesteal can help. So we don't have rush right now, but nonetheless, this can still be good if it gets to attack. Holy Ben Brode, thank you for the $5. Holy Ben Brode, how is second dinner? I need to know. How is second dinner? Why did you use coin? When? I don't know. Did I coin out a Rexar? I remember having a coin, and then I remember, and I see now that we no longer have a coin, but I don't know what connected those two elements. I coined after Rexar? Really? I may have literally just misclicked it then. What did it look like? I really don't know. I may have just literally misclicked because I have no idea. Razor Maw could give me a good clear here if I can get it cheap enough. I wouldn't mind playing a freezing trap as well, so... I do like lifesteal. It's going to be important here to stay alive. But I don't know if we have... I don't know if we have a freezing trap up or not, right? Poisonous, okay. I guess we'll test the freezing trap here. Snake trap? What? That makes my freezing trap a million times worse. Million times worse. I was planning to freezing trap the Katharina, but the snake trap breaks that plan hard. Wow, that sucks. That's tough. The mystery of the coin. Are you gonna do that Zoo Heal Paladin? We will, yeah, it's coming. If the thumb is not a finger, there's no middle finger. Which finger is the middle finger, anyway? Just kidding. Not gonna go there. I just finished an Odd Warrior Mirror that started before the subtrain. Wow, that's impressive. This would be a great turn for Flark's Boom-Zooka, but instead we got nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I once met a celebrity at the gas station. I said, "Hey there," and he said, "Oh, hi, yeah." That's the whole story.
That's a great story. That's a great story. Really, really good story. Just Anthony. I've never had like a real celebrity encounter. I did literally meet William Hung a couple weeks ago. If you guys didn't see that, I didn't actually. I'll be honest. Don't tell Will this. I didn't know who he was beforehand. He was an American Idol guy that got sort of kind of internet famous, and we played Hearthstone together, which was super fun. The video is somewhere on the Esports Arena Twitch channel. You can find the VOD. We had a really good time. I think I'm going to try to get him on stream. He actually Twitch streams still today, like right now. He streams, I think he was streaming today, Hearthstone. I don't think he has a lot of followers, so I might bring him on stream and play with him sometime, or try to if he wants to. I don't even know. That's a real story. Mighty Right says, I don't think I can even trust you anymore. That's a real story. There's video evidence of that story. The Neil Patrick Harris story is not real, but I'm glad it was convincing. Glad to know I can spin a tale. Might make you guys nervous, like what's real, what's not real. Hey, Frickle Snits, dude. I'm glad you could make it today. That's nice. Thank you for the kind words. I'm trying my best to kill it. I still don't really know exactly what killing it means, but people say I'm doing it sometimes, so I'm happy to be killing it. My name is Regis Killman, so it kind of makes sense that I'd be killing it, or at least kill-billing it. Not killing all day, but I'm kill-billing it. Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. That sounds about right. Okay. Good hand. I don't think we played that last game very well. Apparently I literally just coined nothing into thin air. I didn't even notice it happening, so I obviously wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, which is not a good thing. We should pay more attention. I don't think the order on these matters. I don't think we're going to satisfy... Well, actually, I guess explosives typically... It shouldn't matter. We're going to play both just to get the spellstones out. Nope, good. I didn't really want to play an explosive, so this is even better. I don't think we'll have a minion to flanking strike, unfortunately, so it looks like we're going to have a turn 4 where I just secret and hero power. If he coins a minion, I might be happy, though. Ah, just nourish. Oh, minion? It's fine. I'll flanking strike that. Well, maybe not. Depends on the wandering monster. We'll see. Come on, game.
Aha!
Come on! What? I had like the greatest opener! Spellstone into Spellstone! Ah! Why? Why? No! The one thing Hunter loves, discarding cards. It's great. You're paying for your lies. You're right. You're right. This is my penance for lying about Neil Patrick Harris of all people. Poor Neil Patrick Harris. Poor innocent, wonderful Neil Patrick Harris. I brought him into this. It's my fault. Okay, the good news is I am going to get this Spellstone off before we have to do anything with the Howlfiend, which is nice. My thanks to you. I can discard cards now, I don't care. This might be enough to win, so we'll see. He can discard 2 more, which is my whole hand. But I have a huge board, so hopefully there's no Spreading Plague and I can just use this to win, right? If there's a Spreading Plague, we're gonna lose, but if not, we have a shot. So we're gonna just play for the crazy out. Play for the crazy out. Discard Hunter confirmed. Yeah, not the best roll to get a good feel, because I think we had a good chance to win this game. Spellstone into Spellstone is going to be nuts. Our curve was just beautiful. I mean, we could still pull something crazy with the Boom-Zooka, maybe. Just swing the game super hard. Interesting that he chooses not to respect the Howlfiend. I like that. Ooh, do we play High Main or do we try to do a sneaky thing? I think High Main's fine. No Spreading Plague, please, sir. Didn't have it last turn, but he's drawn a card. So, maybe even multiple cards. I forgot what he branching paths with. Oh, no Spreading Plague, please, sir. Here it is. There's the plague. Oh, just Florist. Wow. Can he stay alive? What do I have? We have 12, 18, 20. Maybe enough with the Animal Companion? Is this still not enough, actually? Oh, it's exact! Lucky Pants! Lucky Pants is his name. Kinda got lucky, kinda got unlucky. Lucky Pants. It felt pretty lucky when he got the Howl dude, but a little less lucky when we got the Huffer! Leok was actually lethal too, so we had a 2 out of 3 there to end the game. Mally Swipe Rip, yeah, no joke. Kinda crazy. Discard miss 2, yeah, we got lucky with that. We got lucky that the explosive trap discarded. Warrior. Okay. I think we still, I mean, even though this is kind of our go, well, I think maybe against Warrior we can keep this. We have a good opener otherwise. Let's keep it. Let's keep it against Warrior. That seems fine. This game's gonna go to turn 8. And Rexar is our best chance really to win here, I think. So maybe if we're like totally maximizing our chances, we go for the Rexar. But if we want to play the deck and experiment with the card, which is what we're really doing because this is a Decksperiment, then let's keep the Boom-Zooka. I think that's better. So Odd Warrior tank up is good. It's a lot of armor, but we don't really have to win with damage. We have a deck that can certainly play minions and go long with Rexar, so we have a chance here. We're okay against Fatigue too, a little bit with like Dire Frenzy, add some extra cards to our deck. So we might be able to stay up with the fatigue count as well. Not to mention Rexar just goes forever. So hopefully we see a Rexar before too long. It's good. Could use this weapon just to get the Eagle Horn loaded up, but I'm not in a hurry. I think it'll be good. We have Hunter's Marks on the deck. We're taking our time, just chilling. Just chilling. Regis Chilbin is what they call me. Oh, you are an American. You live in the States. You just like the word. Hey, no worries. I got you. Shield. Cool. It's a good. It's a good word. I like turtles too. I like turtling up in games. I like playing defensively. I'm also all about the turtle life. I like the Ninja Turtles a lot. Just gonna play this to get it out of my hands. It's not gonna matter much, I guess, against anything on board, but it might make him think a little bit at the very least. He may not attack because he's scared of Wandering Monster. He may play another minion out, and then we get more explosive trap value because of that, right? Like I said, might get a little extra value. I think this is fine. Actually pretty good with Bowman coming up. There's a chance the 2/2s get in the Bowman pool, but we'll make it work. Why aren't you a beast? You're a turtle. Man, we got some OG memes. I need to put that on a t-shirt. Why aren't you a beast? You're a turtle. Man, I thought you were gonna swap out the worms. No, I made a case for the worms. I think the worms are right. That's what I was saying. Like, what's the alternative? What would you run instead of the worms? That's what I couldn't figure out. That's what seemed unsolvable to me. Is that what do you replace it with? What's the difference, right? What's the better option? I don't know that I have that answer. Let's save the weapon for the Hunter's Mark. What's the bigger, better beast that's gonna work better? I don't know. Devil Swords don't work very well with Flark's Boom-Zooka, though. That's what, like, yeah, we could go back to a normal recruit hunter with King Crush and Devil Swords and stuff, but that kind of cheats the plan, which is to make Flark's Boom-Zooka good. It's not gonna be very good soon because we're out of stuff. Like, we're gonna run out of minions here. We only have 3 minions left, so I need to Boom-Zooka soon. I've drawn all of my minions in a row. I gotta do it quick. So, for instance, you know, if we run Devil Swords, they get pulled out of Boom-Zooka. They trade the same way, but then they just die and don't do anything, and we're way less excited about it. And remember, with the way Boom-Zooka operates, you don't actually... They do die, and you don't get control of them. They auto-attack, they just do their thing, and you don't get to get an advantage from the Devil Swords.
We turtles are taking over slowly.
Well, the great thing about turtles is they don't have to watch their back. Their back is protected. They only have to watch their front. Makes their lives far easier. But us humans, yeah, we have to watch our back. Necromechanic has synergies too, but again, it's just not good off Boom-Zooka. All of those sound like great ideas in their own kind of decks, guys. I'm just trying to specifically test out Boom-Zooka here and see if Boom-Zooka works. I know that's not going to be fun for everybody necessarily, or what you personally enjoy doing with the game, but it's just what we're doing. Like, it's just, that's the plan. So again, the worm comes out first. I sort of hate the worm coming out first. Why does it always come out first? Once again, punished by the worm. Now, that said, the Katharina didn't actually have anything anyway. So Katharina wasn't gonna, but again, we got 2 1/1s instead of 2 2/2s, and we've yet to actually get a Bowman out of the Boom-Zooka. So we've seen twice now this same interaction. It's not determined by, like, mana cost, is it? You guys don't think? I don't think it is. Surely not. It can't be determined by mana cost. What? What is that garbage? Come on! He's even had a beast die with the Direhorn Hatchling, so he's gonna get a Direhorn Hatchling off of this. Come on! Get real! Why? Why? What? Come on! Oh my god. He even got the right amount of pings. If it had pinged 1 extra grub, he wouldn't have had a mind control tech. right? It pinged the bowman twice. If one of those had been a grub, he wouldn't have even had a mind control tech. That's kind of insane. Like, that's sort of unbelievably unlucky, to be honest. That's sort of unbelievably unlucky. Come on. What an insane series of events, huh? Sure, just get a big boy, it's fine. So we can take a little bit of damage here, but I don't really want to take a lot. I'm getting a little nervous about this stuff. But I don't have a great play otherwise. I think I'm just going to do these together. That's 5 mana, though. I don't really get much out of it. We can just play the worm, I guess. I can take a little bit of damage. It's fine. There is life steal happening here. God, that was an unlucky swing. Jeez. So guys, yeah, again, we're trying specifically to get Deathrattle minions for Flark's Boom-Zooka. The whole point of the test, the whole experiment is to test Flark's Boom-Zooka. We're trying to build a deck that supports this card and then see if this card's any good when it's supported, right? Like, because nobody's really tested Boom-Zooka yet that I've seen, or at least no deck has solved it yet. So we're just adding our experiment into the pool, see if we can figure anything out, learn about it, get any better at it. Okay. And that's why we're running Deathrattle minions specifically, so that after they trade with Boom-Zooka, they suddenly become a lot more interesting because they have Deathrattles. So that's the plan. Is it good? That's yet to be determined. But that's the idea. So let's actually try to do this here. See what happens. Poisonous +3 attack is not really very helpful, unfortunately. It's actually still good. Never mind. Still pretty good. I maybe still should have Rexhard first, like always. Never do, but still pretty good. Pretty good turn. Oh, I maybe should have candle shotted that actually too. It's okay. I need life gain, so Plated Beetle is good. Stone Tusk Boar with Dire Frenzy, Plated Beetle is kind of neat. I might need it to happen. I might need the armor in a pinch, so. Might not actually be that bad killing off the 1/1. Those tend to be pretty bad against Warrior anyway. Although, not in an odd deck. There's only Whirlwind, no Warpath. Can we start... Wow! Fiery War Axe. Cool. I dig it. Can we start to stabilize here or not, guys? Let's see. Mokushan Warden I don't care at all about. That's super slow. Another Flanking Strike. I think we can just run Bowman Zombies, but I lose the Build a Beast this turn. I think I do always want to build a Beast. So let's try this. Augmented Elec is insane with Dire Frenzy. Okay. And let's just make it as cheap as possible, right? Do we go ahead and do that now? It's 8 mana. Do I want to shuffle in the Elec, though? Not really. I want to shuffle in something else that's better. But can this live on board if I just play it? I think we're going to see. We're going to find out. It's pretty healthy. I think there's a good chance it just lives. All right, boys. We're starting to swing this. If I can get this guy Dire Frenzied, for instance, like, that'll be nuts. Because it has charge, it'll be a 6/7 with charge, and we'll have 6 of them in our deck. And it's cheap. So that would be kind of the perfect card to get Dire Frenzied. And it looks like it might actually... No way. God! This guy is so lucky! Oh my god! Like the 1 out of 5 hero power. Oh my god. That is so insanely, stupidly lucky. Ah! We're ahead right now, so Fledgling's better than Bloatbat, I think. Let's just make it cheap. That is so stupidly lucky. Oh my gosh, I'm frustrated. It's so good! Ah. So good. Maybe take out Bowman instead. Bowman's bad too with Worm. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to get all these things to work together. They're kind of having to line up. So I don't disagree with your guys' points. Like, I understand why Worm has weaknesses. I understand why Bowman and Worm don't necessarily work great together. Honestly, even Hyman and Bowman don't work that great together because you get the tutus as well. Like, there's problems with all of these. I need this to be something good coming out of here, though. It needs to be something good. I don't know what to do, though, here. We're just going to lose soon. We're just going to bleed out to all these little boys for too long. Yep. There you go. That's what we figured here. Oh, that hero power is gonna hurt us soon. Like, really bad. Need lifesteal. Cave Hydra plus Rush is really good. Even with this board state, if I can get it. Nope. It's not too bad with lifesteal either, but it's not gonna have charge or anything, so it's gonna be hard to keep it alive. For now, let's just clear as much as I can. That's not what I clicked! I didn't click that card! Oh, I'm getting tilted! I'm getting really tilted. I clicked the zombies! Can I get a clip replay, please? I tried to click the zombie. I wanted to play the zombies. I'm just gonna die now. I'm not gonna have enough life gain. I tried to click this to get it on board so that we could kill it, and he has 5. I can do this together to clear the threat and maybe live, but it's gonna be tough, and I don't get to do this if I do that. Oh, everything this game has gone the worst possible way, I think. Everything has gone the worst possible way. Like, man! I rewatched it, you don't want to see the clip. No! No! No, don't tell me that, Zodog. I would rather you have just not said anything. Let me have it. Let me have my faith. Let me believe. That's my only hope. It's my only hope. That's game. I need to rewatch that one at some point because did things go as poorly as I thought they did the whole time, or was it really just we had chances, we had opportunities to win? Did we get some high rolls? Because it felt, minus the misclick, like even that aside, like the mind control tech, all of our like power play rolls, like, you know, hitting the 1/1s and the Flark's Boom-Zooka order, felt like almost every RNG event went against us, but it might just be bias. I don't know. I might just be biased. I don't want to pin it on the game when it could have just been my perception. But regardless, we shouldn't get tilted because that makes us worse, obviously. Like, getting tilted hurt me. Like, if we'd had the 3/4 out, we wouldn't have taken as much damage. We would have had a life gain essentially on board, would have given us more time to find lifesteal or play that lifesteal minion. It hurt a lot to click the wrong thing, for sure. Regardless. I just don't think this deck is bad. I feel like maybe you meant to say, I just think this deck is bad. I don't know yet. I think it's bad too. I think it's what you meant to say. Not sure yet, but I think that's what you meant to say. It's good. Mindbreaker Priest. Okay. I dig it. I don't know the plan yet, but I dig it. What's gonna happen here, guys? What's the game plan on this? We can flanking strike that dude again next turn. We have Flark's Boom-Zooka with good minions in the deck still. We've yet to actually see a Katharina, I feel like. Or no, we did get her once off Flark's, I think. Here's your clip. Let's see. Let's see how hastily I clicked in my tilted fashion. So the plan was to ping the shield. Oh, you're right. It wasn't even close. Oh, it was terrible. I clicked where the card was before playing Flanking Strike. And of course, when it shuffled over, I wasn't even close. Yeah, that's just 100% my fault. No question about it. Wasn't even remotely the game's fault. 100% on me. 100% on me. But we have had instances before where it did look like the game's fault, but that was 100% me. Spiteful, maybe? Not with Holy Nova, Shadow Word Pain. Good guesses until we saw those. Yeah, I know. You guys said it before. I know you said it before we saw those, but clearly in hindsight now we know. Not those. So I don't know still. That clip is perfect. Zonok shaming me, yeah. Zonok shaming me. I didn't get to hear the audio, so I don't know what I said, but... If you pull eggs, the legendary spells, do they attack? They can't attack because they don't have attack, so no. But they do die at the end of the turn. So eggs would be okay. This is what we kind of talked about, right? Like, are eggs good in this scenario? So I think this is a good opportunity for Flark's Boom-Zooka. And I'm going to go ahead and clear here because in case we get a... Well... Yeah, it's... Let's think. Is it worth it or not without minions on board? Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we just clear the board here. And... play the Bowman. And wait for him to commit some board, I guess. Because I could, like for instance, I could high roll and hit, like, Katharina into Bowman into Violet Worm or something and get, like, a high main and a second Violet Worm. Like, I could get stuff. But ultimately, I think I want to wait till I at least clear some... So, like, this turn, for instance, is way better. I also just saved the coin here. So we know this will clear the board, and it's going to get me some assortment of stuff. So, unfortunately, the Violet Worm is second. And that means we don't get another beast. But there wasn't... Oh, there was another Violet Worm in the pool. So Katharina just doesn't get to go off there. So again, Violet Worm punishes us. Yeah, I think maybe Violet Worm is bad. The problem is, though, again, if we cut it, do we have enough beasts anyway? And I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. Well, this is an easy play, at least, for once. Oh, thank God the Bowman didn't die. We can track into something cool. I guess a Violet Worm is our best bet. It's just the biggest threat. These aren't really that valuable right now. Arguably, I guess Eaglehorn could be valuable because we have a lot of damage coming. There's an argument to be made. Maybe the Eaglehorn was better. Although we do represent lethal on board anyway, so... Hopefully we don't get Psychic Screamed, right? That's going to be really bad for us at this point. That would be a worst-case scenario. Another statue, another easy answer for me. That's cool. I can even Rexard if I want, but I think we're better off. So let's see. Well, as long as the Bowman doesn't die... We have lethal, right? So we should play out the worm just to maximize that chance. Right? Like, this is actually the best play. To maximize the chance that, that the Bowman doesn't die. We might have had it anyway, actually. We had 4, 5, 6, 7. We did. We had coin hero power. So we had it anyway. It was actually guaranteed lethal, I think. As long as you play the worm. It was guaranteed. Take out Worm for Sated Threshodon. That's the one thing that kind of made sense. I'm only going to play one more game. Maybe we can try it real quick. I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference, but... And by the way, this will be the last game total. Well, maybe we should just look up Beast, see if anything else catches our eye. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Beast, but I think it should be.
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't you?
Threshodon instead of Worm. The difference being is that it has fewer minions to clog up the board, but also they're not beasts, so they don't feed back into Abominable Bowman. Those are the two distinct advantages of Threshodon over the other one. So we'll play one more game with this and see how it goes. And again, I think the deck just maybe has some challenges, but I still want it to work. I love that you're sticking to what you said about stream titles. I'm going to try. It's going to get hard eventually. Do you know if Giant Sandworm's effect would work off the cannon? I think it would based on the wording, but you'd have to test it, of course. But I think it would. After it attacks and it gets to attack again, the wording of Flark's Boom-Zooka is after this minion attack, or it says the minion attacks. So, well, no, it would die. It would die, so it wouldn't matter. It would technically have another attack phase, but it would be killed before that mattered. So, yeah, I don't guess it would make a difference. It would just be dead. Odysseus, though, dropping the 10-month resub. Welcome back, Odysseus. That's a big-time sub, dude. We're now at 1,004 on the sub count, guys. That is insanity. Over 1,000. Never going to hit that again for 100 years, or maybe in a few years. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years, but I don't think so, honestly. I think it's going to take forever. We were at like 400 before all these crazy gifted subs, so... put tons of bombs in the deck. Well, again, yeah, we could play this a totally different way. Secret Paladin. Wow. Okay. Cool. Sort of forgot about that, I'll be honest with you guys. I sort of forgot, but it doesn't matter. This is the plan anyway. Just get it freezing trapped. That is a big old boy. That's a real big boy. If he doesn't attack, I can't play the other freezing trap, so I do have a problem, right? It's now 5-6. Okay, the question is, do I Hunter's Mark it? Because he's gonna proc the freezing trap here, and then he's gonna proc the wandering monster here. But he might not proc either if I Hunter's Mark it's the problem, right? Because he will be thinking it's explosive trap, and he won't attack at all. Or maybe he'll play more secrets and then attack again. Because he's gonna get this freezing trap. He can't play another secret though, it'll be 4 mana. I don't know. Either way, I think a Hunter's Mark with the spare mana is fine, because I'm gonna get the Spellstone out, and I need the wolves to trade into it as well. So there are some advantages both directions. So if it's a 6-1, it doesn't really matter if he doesn't attack, because he's scared of the explosive trap. He's not attacking anyway, so what difference does it make? He's gonna wait till he gets to 3 health to attack. So almost in either scenario, it's fine. It's okay. So, alrighty. Let's see what he does next. Oh, I forgot the Wandering... I didn't think that one proc. It actually worked out great because we got a 2-4. So it's actually the same difference. That is going to disrupt us, though. He's going to have either auto defense or noble sack, or maybe both. So the question is, do we freezing again, or do we just play coin? I think coin Spellstone's fine. The fact that he has 6 dudes doesn't, or 6 attack dude doesn't really matter. So we'll try to get this to work and see what happens. It's not going to work. It's going to be noble into defense, maybe. Yep, that's fine. What? It gives it to a random one? Wow. I actually didn't know that. That sucks. Does it really give it to a random one? Oh no, it's because I attacked that one. Oh my god, even though that's not actually what we attacked, why doesn't it give it to the defender? You would think it would give it to the defender, not the secret keeper. That's super weird. That really surprises me, because we did attack this, but we didn't actually attack it. We started the attack, and then we did attack the secret keeper. That's strange. It's the attack trigger, not the attack. That's kind of nuts. That is sort of nuts. Wow. And now we're getting hit for 9. Okay, that's great news. So I have to try to Hunter's Mark this again, and I'm gonna have to sack a couple dudes into it, which sucks. And I'm gonna have the same interaction we had last turn. It can also Animal Companion, I guess, but let's wait and see what happens, right? So is this gonna get Divine Shield again from the same interaction? It won't matter because it already has Divine Shield, so it's actually gonna waste the Divine Shield here. Yeah, it burns. Wait, what? Why is it different? Why is it different this time? Come on, game. Stop. If it already has Divine Shield, it just passes it over to the other guy? Did he play him in a different order, maybe? No, it don't matter because the trigger happened in the same order. What? Order matters. The Noble Sack was played first. but the triggering happens in the same direction. I'm gonna go for the greedy freezing trap here, guys. No, I'm not.
Balanced.
No, I'm not. Not going for the greedy freezing trap. I take it back. We're not going for the greedy freezing trap. We're going for the trade. We still did it in the right order. We just had to test first. The Divine Spirit would have went first. Order matters except for when it doesn't. If it has Divine Shield, the secret does not trigger. Found out yesterday. Okay, there you go. That's the official word on the street. Okay, so we're gonna actually swing pretty hard with Rexar here. We're getting our life back. He's totally out of cards, and we clear the board. No, we don't quite clear the board, but we still a good play. We clear a lot of stuff. I'll go ahead and take this trade too. I don't care. It's worth. Kind of sucks he traded in. I'm surprised he did trade in when he's this low on cards. It's not like a Divine Favor is really going to bail him out either much because we don't have a lot of cards either. So that was scary. We're not out of the woods by any means yet, but he does seem to be drawing fairly dead. That's probably a Divine Favor. No, he'd play it now, I think, if it is, because he knows Hunter's going to run out of cards before long. Flanking Strike is great. We'll do this first. See what happens. I like Nesting Rock. We need big taunts moving forward. Snowflake Penguin to make it cheap is good. Like that. Redemption. Oh, sure. Fine. That's okay. Zonox Legend Badge looks so dope. I know, it looks really good in the red, yeah. I don't know what's up next for him for colors, but I'm going to miss the red. Every color's been pretty good, though. I've been pleasantly surprised by the colors pretty much every time. And certainly pleasantly surprised by how quickly they're being achieved. Jeez. Zonox rocking out the colors quick. So, yeah, again, zombies are good. Ooh, where's the other guy we always get offered? And then he's not...
Ha 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 ha.
Holy Ben Bro dropping the $2 laughing at us. That was his final contribution to Hearthstone. That crazy interaction right there was his last big Hearthstone hurrah. Do I have to kill this? Can I just play the zombies here without taunt maybe? If this was 1 mana cheaper, I could have played it together. I mean... None of this feels great. I guess I need to kill that Murloc, because it can get bigger. I'm a little scared. Do I ever Freezing Trap a 1-1? Is there any reason to? I sure don't think there is. I just hate having all these cards in my hand in case he draws Divine Favor. I don't want to give him 5 cards. That might be a way we actually lose the game. So I'm trying to avoid that. Is this Sunkeeper Taram? That's Taram, I bet. He's waiting for a good Taram, maybe. I don't know. I still need cheaper minions, though. Ugh. Let's go cheap. Cheap as we can be. We got, that's 4 mana. I could play one of those. Let's just go ahead and get this guy to play a taunt guy. Get him rolling here. Okay. Let's load this up, but save it. And Holy Bro, thank you for the $2 donation. Your last contribution to Hearthstone was the crazy interaction there. And Secret Murloc Pally. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Good for him for playing something different. Catching people off guard. Trying new, interesting stuff. Like, I respect it. I like when people are venturing out there. By the way, guys, 304 viewers. That's awesome. Crab kills pirates. It does, yeah. We didn't get the other crab. We needed the hungry crab to kill Murlocs. This one's the pyro one. And there you go. And, you know, the deck didn't thrive, I'd say. It had some struggles. Didn't feel super intuitive all the time, but I still felt like Flark's Boom-Zooka wasn't necessarily the problem. Maybe it's more the restrictions necessary to make it work perfectly that are the problem. I think we did have a few cards here or there that could be swapped out. Maybe just one other really good Deathrattle beast could make the difference for a deck like this instead of running Violet Worm, for instance. If something else got added in the future, high-cost Deathrattle beast, that might be more beneficial. So maybe some tweaking could make this better. Ultimately, though, still needs some work. That said, if you guys have recommendations, thoughts, comments, of course, you can leave those in the comments below. But until then, thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, game on.